In solo leveling, after Sung Drippy-Woo locked in saying he wasn't gonna play around anymore, he resurrected the defeated High Orcs, shocking the dungeon boss, questioning why his warriors turned into the undead. Drippy-Woo responded saying that many of his warriors were still alive, but they too will soon become one with his shadow. And while pointing at the big boy himself, he said that ultimately he would be as well. The shaman was shitting in his pants now, saying that it was impossible, asking if he could be. But his next words became corrupted, meaning Drippy-Woo wasn't supposed to know whatever he just said. The High Orcs that were left alive and the Shadow Army broke out into an all-out war. Sitting on the edge of his seat, the shaman questioned if he was a monarch, and if that was the case, then why did they end up here? Upon waking up in the dungeon, the only thing they could hear was just one command: to hunt the humans. But they didn't need a reason since they were just following orders, finally standing up from his throne, telling his guards to go slaughter him and bring him his corpse. This made Drippy-Woo smile, asking if the generals were finally joining the battle. And in the fraction of a second, one of the generals suddenly charged toward Iron, but he managed to block the attack, clashing both of their weapons. It seemed like both of them were evenly matched. That is, until Iron suddenly redirected his sword into the ground, giving him the meanest headbutt ever seen to man. That must have hurt like hell, but Iron wasn't done, as he then axed the general's head into the ground with immeasurable strength. At the other side of the arena, two of the other generals went straight for Igris. Igris managed to block the first attack as he maneuvered over the other general's strike, sticking his sword into the ground. He then pulled out a second sword, launching it toward the fifth general, hitting him right at the back of his head, as he then suddenly stomped on it, thrusting it right through his skull. Dude really had terrible luck, not gonna lie. The Blade General rushed to attack for revenge, but Igris wasn't worried about that shit one bit, easily blocking his attack, chucking him into the air. Iron then came from behind, spawning out of nowhere, batting him even further upward like he was playing baseball. But even then, bro couldn't catch a break as Tank emerged, smashing his entire body into the ground. Tank and Iron waved at each other, knowing they just hit the dude with the meanest combo of a lifetime.